How you going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been a while since the last video. I've been really busy and haven't had much time to work on the car. But today I've got my new wheels from Japan. Plus I got the new lips for them. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you my new wheels, which are actually one of my dream wheels to have. And I will be rebuilding them with bigger lips, and I'll be taking you through the process of that. So at the moment the car is just waiting for paint. So I'll get back to work tomorrow, so when I'm back the car will be getting fully painted finally. So as you can see, I have sold the SSRs that were on it, and I've just got these in there for the meantime until these are built. So I'll show you what I've got. So as you can see, the wheels I got are VSKFs, and at the moment they're going for a lot of money in Australia, like probably around $3.5 grand for shit specs like these, and it's actually cheaper just to order them from Japan through Jesse Streeter than it is to buy in Australia, then rebuild them from there. So what we have here are 18 by 8 plus 38. And obviously they're not going to fit my guards or anything. So I've bought lips for these. I've already test fitted them, especially in the front. They actually still do fit without rubbing. So then what I did is I mounted them to the car, then I've just measured out with it at full droop and measured out how many inches there is until the edge of the fender. So then I calculated what lips to get. So, and the lips I got are 4.5 inch. Get these out. 4.5 inch lips. So all round will be the same size, which is what I really wanted, so it could be, you know, symmetrical, I guess. And also I've got some gold hardware for it, which I'm going to be getting some gold wheel nuts. And I've bought, if you know VSKFs, I've bought the gold and red center caps, so it'll all be very, very nice. So this is probably the worst one because these are used. The chrome is peeling up just a little bit there. This is the only bad one, and the rest are good. I could get the centers refinished, but that costs a lot of money, and to be honest, I don't really care at the moment. It'll be a later on stage where if I feel like it, or if I want to change the fitment or anything, I'll pull them back apart. Then I'll get the faces re-chromed. But for the time being, it's good. No one would really notice until I told them, so that's the reason why. So I will start to. So what I'm going to do now, I've already done it to one of them, so I knew what I was doing because I have not done this before. I don't know how to do this, and like most things on this car, I am figuring it out as I go. So, as they say, I don't know what they say. What's the expression? So yeah, I'll be just unbolt them all there, knock the faces out. They're very hard to knock out because they've been in this that long. Just, yeah. So yeah, I'll set you up. Most of this video will be time lapse, so set you up a time lapse and we'll get these pulled apart. So what I'm going to do now is get rid of the silicon here. Then I've got to grind downwards. And when you do split barrels, you're going to have to sacrifice one side. So because I'm replacing this outer lip, so I've got to cut into this outer lip. So this would be unusable again, and we got to keep this rear barrel. So I'll grind down it just a little bit, like a couple mil, then I'll angle it inwards. I've seen like one video on this, so best way to learn is just to wing it and see how you go. So I'll get one done, then I'll take you through the other one while this camera recharges because it's almost flat. So I've done my first one, so this is the first time I've ever done it. And I've got it pretty much good. So then that's the aim, is to split it apart kind of nicely. Then you just need to grind that lip off from the old one. So you just get that lip there. So then once you've done all of them, you just grind that back down, smooth it all out, then you can start rebuilding them. Which I'm going to do a big clean up and everything of them. So start tackling that one. So done the second one, and pretty much the same. Got it done pretty well. So I'm gonna do the other two, then we'll pick back up and I'm gonna start to clean them up and get them ready to be rebuilt. I'll leave it about to there. So all of it's cleaned off, all that excess, and the face is nice and clean. I'll go do the rest of them, then I'll start just to clean them up real good until I can put the new lips onto them. It's another week, I got back from work, so I can now finish off them, the VS Curves. So what my plan was originally was just to clean the inner barrels, but because they've been stained for so long with just brake dust, it's like near on impossible to properly get it all nice and clean. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to smooth it, like file it down, smooth it all out, then I'm just going to put like satin black on the inside because I don't need it to be silver, then it looks dirty all the time, so I'm just going to go satin black on the inside, which I got the paint for. Then yeah, so I'm going to clean them all up now, then can finally start rebuilding them. And also, Chris just bought that. So if you don't know what it is, it's just the next D1, I think it's a D1 GP drift car. Like proper old school, like still got Power FC bolting cage. It's got 2JZ with the TO4Z in it. And yeah, so stoked for him for having a reliable car now, because before he had that, which is an RB, which is shit. His SR just destroyed a heap of rockers, which is normal. So yeah, finally has a reliable drift car that he can do. He'll probably put fucking glitter paint on it and Meisters like every other of his cars. But stoked for him. But yeah, time to get them painted. So I've got the inner barrels painted. I got another one drying over there. So now I'll get it all set up, then I'll start piecing them together and finally getting these wheels rebuilt. So now I'm just going to tape it off and put some silicone on it. So you tape both ends all the way around the barrel. Then you bead the silicone in, then you just wipe it down with your finger, pull the tape off, then it should be all sealed. So for an example, I did put these wheels on Chris's car and oh, they look good, tell you what. Anyway, so in here's got all silicone now, because I've done these prior because I wanted my battery ran out of memory, so I had to go pick one up, but in the meantime I just quickly did two. But yeah, so I'll lay some strips down and I'll bead the silicone. see the beaters ran all the way around. So then this wheel's done. It's just that silica's just got to dry before you got to put tyres on. And if you say I'm doing it wrong, this is the first time I've ever done it. I'm just having a go. And yes, I could have like rollers to like spin it around nicely, but I'm only doing this once and I'm probably never going to do it again. So I'm not going to spend money on a contraption to make it easier to do. So this is more or less showing you that you can just do it on a table and it's not difficult at all. But yeah. Right, I'll knock out the other one and it should be all done. So that's the wheels built. I'm just now organising the tyres for it, then it can go onto the chaser. So I might include it in this video or not. On Friday, which it's Wednesday now, the car's getting sent off to paint. So I might just film it loading up into the trailer and that'll be about it until the reveal video, which is going to be pretty cool. So at the moment, at its state, it's got wheels on to go to the paint. The body kit's on. I still got to just trim up a few things to make it look nicer. I've pulled all the trims off. And I ended up putting button fasteners on, so just clips on like that. Not going anywhere. So just gotta move it, swap the saw over at the chaser, then you can get ready to tow it out. Plus, I bought a new car. It's not like an import, it's a new daily. It's a new 4-wheel drive that I can use for towing with, because at the moment I have nothing. So it'll be the first time I can tow with my new car, plus with the chaser. So seeing the chaser and the chaser behind my new car, it's just going to be like, oh, the dream. This is what I've been dreaming of. And yeah, so I'll show you the new car as well. And yeah. So I'll leave that for today. Then I'm gonna pick back up on Friday when I come pick the car up. And this can finally get painted. Righto, it's another day and I've got my D-Max in the car trailer. And so yeah, here's my D-Max. So yeah, I picked it up not too long ago, brand new, waited like 5 months for it. And I just got them raised gram lights for it yesterday, so I got them put on. But yeah, I've got the trailer, this airbag trailer off my mate. And yeah, we're gonna load the chaser up and take it to get painted. So we're just got to strap it down now, then we can take it off to paint. Get rough, eh? So where I left off there, I was in the paint, but it was getting sorted for paint, dropped it off. That's where I'm gonna leave it for today. And the next video you'll see is the reveal, where it's completely done. I'll get my mate, who's a good filmer, to do like a nice edit and everything for you. So stay tuned for that video, and hope you enjoyed this one. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next